Stop scrolling if you remember this voice. Phil Collins ruled the 80s with emotional hits that still give fans chills today. One voice, millions of hearts captured. Lionel Richie created timeless love songs that still define romance today. A superstar who turned a piano into pure magic, Elton John dominated the 80s with legendary songs the world still sings. They don't call him the boss for nothing. Bruce Springsteen turned everyday stories into powerful rock anthems. The piano man who created unforgettable melodies, Billy Joel's songs became the soundtrack of the 80s. One anthem changed rock forever. Jon Bon Jovi's Livin' on a Prayer still explodes in stadiums worldwide. That raspy voice could shake a stadium. Bryan Adams delivered some of the most powerful rock hits of the decade. A voice so unique you recognize it instantly. Sting went from Police frontman to legendary solo superstar. You could recognize that voice in seconds. Rod Stewart's legendary sound made him unforgettable. A musical genius who changed soul forever, Stevie Wonder's voice inspired generations. A Beatle who conquered every decade, Paul McCartney kept dominating the charts even in the 80s. That explosive voice shocked the rock world. Axl Rose made Guns N' Roses a global phenomenon. The Prince of Darkness himself, Ozzy Osbourne's haunting voice defined heavy metal. Metal's most powerful voice, James Hetfield helped Metallica dominate the entire rock world. The king of country music, George Strait's smooth voice built one of the biggest careers in history. A creative genius with a powerful voice, Peter Gabriel pushed music into bold new directions. The haunting voice of The Cure, Robert Smith defined alternative music in the 80s. A voice filled with emotion and attitude, Morrissey shaped alternative rock history. The voice behind one of the internet's biggest songs, Rick Astley's 80s hit never fades. Pure 80s energy in every note, Huey Lewis created some of the decade's most fun hits. Spiky hair, rebel attitude, and a powerful voice, Billy Idol became an 80s rock icon. Smooth voice, massive hits, Billy Ocean dominated the charts with unforgettable classics. Wild fashion and unforgettable music, Adam Ant became one of the most unique stars. The voice behind Chicago's biggest love songs, Peter Cetera dominated romantic ballads. A voice full of emotion and soul, Paul Young delivered some unforgettable hits. A rock showman like no other, David Lee Roth turned Van Halen concerts legendary. One of the greatest rock voices ever, Steve Perry made Journey a global sensation. A smooth voice and legendary guitar, Mark Knopfler made Dire Straits unforgettable. The voice behind Def Leppard's explosive hits, Joe Elliott ruled 80s rock radio. A creative mastermind, David Byrne helped Talking Heads redefine music. The unmistakable voice of Pet Shop Boys, Neil Tennant shaped synthpop history. The genius behind Tears for Fears, Roland Orzabal created emotional pop anthems. The charismatic voice of Duran Duran, Simon Le Bon defined the style of the 80s. A pioneer of synth-pop music, Howard Jones delivered uplifting hits loved worldwide. One of the most underrated voices of the 80s, Nick Kershaw created timeless pop classics. The smooth voice of modern talking, Thomas Anders helped create legendary pop hits. A unique voice blending rock and jazz, Joe Jackson stood out in the crowded 80s music scene.